what's up, guys? Just making a video real quick. Basically, this whole thing that's going on with the virus and whatnot. I know a lot of you guys are anxious and stressed. I'm stressed. I'm not really anxious about the virus, to be honest. I know it could, it's devastating a lot of people, and I'm just praying for them and trying to get a community of people to pray and help those in need while we got these trying times. It's nice and like 85 degrees today here, a little warm. That's all good. Anyways, I've been just a little, I just want to make it just, whatever. I've been taking Lexapro almost, I want to say almost 6 months. It's doing pretty good. I'm on 20 milligrams per day. I've noticed, Lexi, sorry, I got my dog out here. I've noticed that it definitely helps my mood. I will say that I am still tired all the time, which kind of sucks, but I'm learning to live with that rather than being super anxious and pissed off and angry all the time. I know my wife likes that, my dogs like that, and my friends probably like that too. I still have a lot of anxiety though, and my doctor is trying to do maybe Buspar with my Lexapro. Let me say real quick that I'm sure I've mentioned in other videos, but I'm very sensitive to medicine. So sometimes I have to take like the lowest dose and then maybe a little bit less. So when I was in Boston, I went to the home base program out there. And that really helped me and changed my life, and I'm talk about that in a minute. For my post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety and stuff like that. Anyways, sorry, my little dog's over here sniffing around. Don't get no ticks. Anyways, so Buspar, right? They gave me 5 milligrams. They say take twice a day. I took one, and I kind of just got really dizzy and kind of nauseous. I was like, man, this sucks. Now, I know a lot of us do that. We take the meds and we're like, oh, this garbage crap, get out of it. I'm deciding to stick with it. I haven't actually started taking it yet. But I think I went to my psychiatrist and she said, oh, we'll try 2.5. So just cut the 5 milligrams in half. And I'm going to see how that goes. I've noticed, obviously, stressful times that we're in. The gym's closed. People are losing their jobs, and people are, worried about everything that's going on, and especially with this quarantine thing. Like, I've been going out and hiking and doing push-ups on the sidewalk and stuff like that, and just trying to keep myself busy. A lot of us that are anxious, guys and girls, in my opinion, for me at least, I try not to watch all these news things and pay attention to the media all the time. Yes, I will say that sometimes it is good to watch that stuff, kind of just to know what's going on. But like, I would get it from like a good source, not really, CNN in my opinion, or Huffington Post and stuff like that. I just watch like the basic live feeds on YouTube every now and then. But when a lot of us have these, we have friends that are, everybody has word of mouth, right? Oh man, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Well, if we don't fact check that stuff, you're just going to start freaking out because you trust your friends. But at the same time, it's good to look stuff up because, I had some friends tell me some stuff and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll look it up. And, I'm like, okay, really, fact check, in my opinion. I think that'd be good for you guys, good for me as well. I've been doing therapy. I use BetterHelp. It's a online through the phone app. I think it's like $250 a month or something like that. I don't know how much, to be honest. I know that sounds pricey, but you get directly to your phone. You can text them, you can call them, kind of thing. They call you once a week, or have like a video chat, which I think is amazing. I'm not sponsored by them, just telling you who I use. Let's see. Also, so my therapist has been talking to me about Trying to like, so for me, the best place for me to be is in the woods, especially by a lake. That helps me out, but mostly in the woods. And so the more you have this imagination therapy kind of thing, where like, so say like, on YouTube or apps, you have rain coming down or waves or storytelling, stuff like that. I personally use an app called Headspace. My brother-in-law, shout out to you, Michael. He got me a year subscription. I think it was only like 60, 70 bucks. And man, it's like meditation every night. What's up, man? Meditation every night. And it's really helping me out. I listen to like story times in the rain and story times on the beach. And like anything like in the rain or the forest really helps me out. And my therapist telling me to do that every single day, even if you're not anxious, even if you're not stressed, or whatever you're dealing with. Try to do that more often, because that's going to be your normal. Your subconscious is going to be like, okay, I'm in a stressful situation, but all these kinds of things that I'm doing the meditation on will remind me of, okay, I'm not in Afghanistan. I'm safe. Even if I don't feel safe, your brain's trying to tell you, trying to protect you. And it has a funny way of doing it sometimes. And I'm like, why? But it's okay. Learning to deal with that is the biggest thing, I believe. But yeah, like, so when you're out there, say, okay, we've seen it in movies, go to your happy place, like Happy Gilmore, go to your happy place. Well, that's an actual thing. And the more that we do that, the more that we have the opportunity to think about, some people the ocean, some people like me the woods or a lake, or if it's cloudy and it's calm and it's peaceful out in the country or whatever. Anyways, so that's what I want to talk about a little bit. I know it's kind of like all over the place. Let's see. So in my opinion, don't be watching the news every day. Don't be taking word of mouth as credibility. So anxiety a lot is focusing on in the future, right? And stress, man, like, it's just not for us, man. We ain't got to do that. Whether you believe in the Bible or you believe in God or not, I think these principles will be good for you. To maybe focus on, so as a believer, we focus on God, we focus on Jesus Christ. Because the Bible tells us to focus on Him no matter what you're going to go through in life, whether it's persecution, whether it's famine, whether it's viruses or whatever thing in the world. We're taught to follow and just focus our eyes on Jesus. If you're not a believer, I think that it's a good way of, focusing on something that helps you so like a lot of people will say like, hey, get busy, so yeah, we're in a quarantine, there's not a lot to do, but I mean, heck, I've been going hiking every day, for the most part, trying to go fishing. I went fishing yesterday. The social distancing, most of us with anxiety are pretty good at that anyway, so shout out to you. But just keep in mind all these things, just do your best to stay positive. If you want to ask me anything, hit me up. I would be glad to talk to you. I would actually love to talk to anybody that's stressed or anxious, having panic attacks or anything like that, because that's my entire life. Not my entire life, but I feel like that sometimes, The bugs are getting around here now, and where I live. So yeah, like, if you guys are still watching, I know it's kind of a long video. Let's just do this real quick. We're gonna count to 3. Breathe in, 2, 3. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. Let's do that one more time. That feels pretty good. Now my service dog's freaking out and trying to lick me in. Hey, Dad, it's okay. But yeah, let's just really try to focus on the good things. Let's try to focus our eyes on God, focus our eyes on Jesus Christ. You know, we don't really have to be afraid this much. You know, a lot of it's, I believe, is media blowing out a lot of things out of proportion. Yes, everything is happening, and we do need to know things, but when, you know, anytime you're watching any regular news, it's constantly like, this person did this, and this person did this, and these people hate these people, and you're screwed, yada, yada, yada. Let's stay away from that, guys. For my veterans, I know isolation's hard, and we do that a lot anyways. Please do your best to get out of the house. You know, go for a run, go for a jog, go for a hike. Like me, I can't run or anything because my hips and my back. But I like to go in the woods. If your trauma's in the woods, stay out of the woods. You know, go walk, you know, just down the block or whatever. But please get some exercise in. If you can't lift weights, good for you. I'm jealous. Do some push-ups on the sidewalk, you know, do lunges, something. I'm a big gamer. I love, you know, PS4, and I play Destiny 2 a lot. And so I'm kind of conditioned to stay in the house a lot of times. But as for me, like, I really try to get out of the house almost every day just because I've sat in the house before for months, and I got so used to it. I would get so anxious on going outside and doing all these things. And it was so overwhelming. So let's try to keep a positive, like, let's have like a quota of like what we want to do. Like, make a SMART goal. I'll make another video maybe a day or two from now. I want to talk about SMART goals. Something I learned with the program that I did with the Wounded Warrior Project out in Boston. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. I know it's a long video, but it's worth it. I'm doing really good. Like I said, I still have a lot of anxiety. I'm kicking it though, and it's nice and warm, and it's beautiful, and there's a lot of pollen, but that's okay. All right, guys. Like I said, if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to hit me up. I'm actually gonna see if I could put my Dub Kodiak email or Gmail in here. Just see if you want to, you know, call me a loser or, you know, whatever you want to do. I'm just kidding. But if you want to, you know, hit me up or have any questions or concerns, and I would love to talk to you guys about pretty much anything. All right, guys. Later.